Who brought us here today?
God, granted us serenity to accept the things that cannot change.
I see myself in a lot of these guys.
And the wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah, it brings me back. I was a club promoter in Toronto for many years. And fell into that spiral hole of drug addiction. At my worst, I was smoking weed, hash, I was doing a lot of ecstasy, and I was doing a lot of coke, and I was drinking a lot of vodka. My nights always ended up with me by myself in my bed, scared, with a bottle of vodka beside my bed. See, for me, I had a house, I had a nice car, I had a girlfriend, I was making money. I was always shining on the outside. Deep down inside, I was very, very depressed, and I wanted to kill myself. You know, I just didn't have the guts to do it. My business partner at the time told me that either we're going to split this business apart, which was the DJ company that I was part owners with, or I need to go to treatment. When I ended up calling my sister, telling her that I needed help, she was in shock.
I had absolutely no idea. And so when he called me, it was a cry for help. He said to me I needed to take him by the hand and do this with him. It was extremely courageous of him. It was very, very difficult. Every day was a struggle, but he did it.
I think I really needed to throw myself into this.
So when Erick started to get clean, we had him back in our family. We were a family again. He was happy. It impacted him so much that he wanted to change everybody else's life as well, as the way it changed his.
After being clean for a year, I ended up going back to school. I wanted to learn a little bit more about addiction, about counseling, about helping others, and I loved it. And while I was there, I had a vision of opening up a place where I can help other people. I felt that there wasn't a place for young adults in between the ages of 15 and 30, and it was needed. The Academy Center is a residential-based treatment center for youth that are either coming off of drugs, alcohol, that have maybe behavioral issues.
Well, I first experimented when I was in about grade 6. It was here and there, up until grade 8. Before I came into rehab, I was using coke every single week and during the week a little bit, and then obviously drinking on the weekends and smoking pot every day. This was my first treatment center, but after like a week being there, I was like, you know, I'm starting to feel better. Because I was starting a new life going into there, and it was totally hard to do that. When I first went there, I didn't know Erick at all. I've never met him before. And then after a couple of days, I started to find out about Erick's past and what he's been through. I found it was really like inspiring to have a role model sort of right away in recovery.
We have addiction counselors, psychotherapists, I have some social workers.
How many of you know what codependency is?
We do several different types of group therapy throughout the day, whether it's anger management, life skills, art therapy, process groups where we discuss our feelings. It's a maladaptive relationship. I wanted very badly to be a part of that because working with troubled youth wherever they're at in their life is one of the most rewarding jobs in the world.
You were saying you had a little bit of trouble being motivated with some of the classes?
You know, there are some days where I don't want to go to school, and there are some days where I do.
I have indeed spent the last number of years afraid for what the future would hold for Ethan, worried about the choices he was making. And what about work? What are your hours this week?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12 to 4.
When the phone rings late at night, one can't help but wonder what might be on the other end of that phone call. And I hope to never worry about that again. Ethan's experience really turned him around. It was a line in the sand, and it represented a new beginning for Ethan.
To hear mothers say that their son has changed and it's for the better, is a really good feeling. I just have this sense of purpose. My goal for the Academy is helping a lot of people, guys and girls, showing people that there is hope and allowing them to change. That's what gives me another day clean and sober. That's the truth.